Okay, everyone, we're here with the Audi e-TRON GT. This is not the RS version. We have the keys, and I think we all know what we want to do. Is going to take us on a little drive around here, and let's see what's going on. So, of course, we can keep the keys in my pocket, but I want to turn them on so you can kind of see the headlights dance a little bit. Really cool stuff. Look at that. Awesome. Let's go hop in. Now, of course, like I said, I can keep the key in my pocket because it has comfort access. Open up the car, and let's hop right inside. Oh, awesome. It is hot today. Let me just get into my seating position real quick. And like in the Taycan, you can get super low in the vehicle, and just to pop it on, I believe it is on already actually, just by getting in here and kind of hopping in the e-TRON GT, which is super cool. Get into a nice seating position, and like we did on the full interior tour of the Audi e-TRON GT, I wish I had a different camera set up for you guys today so you can kind of have a better in-depth low view of it, but this is all we're working with right now. Yeah, super nice interior like I went over in my full video. Let me pop on my seatbelt real quick, and the car is on. I'm just gonna turn on the air a little bit because I'm dying. Today is hot, not too high. And at this vehicle, of course, we have drive select mode. So in this drive select mode function, you can go efficiency, comfort, dynamic, and individual. If you go individual, you can kind of customize your different, pop it right to individual. You can kind of customize your different drive modes. You can put it in sport mode. You can put it into suspension or sport or comfortable, which is nice. And of course, on your Audi virtual cockpit display over here, you can change your view, so whatever you want, really. You can have it on the full map and whatnot and that stuff if you want to have that kind of display, or you can have it in a more traditional display over here and change the view setup, which is also really nice as well. And there are a little bit more options. If you go reduce display, lap statistics. We're not on a track today. But you can go on reduce display as well, where it's kind of just a speedometer. I might just have that right now to kind of give you guys the idea of what we're doing real quick, to kind of just show you around the e-TRON GT. These seats are super nice, super comfortable, super supportive, really bolstery. It has like this alcantara dynamic material on the center console as well, which is really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I went over all this earlier before, so I'm not going to go over too much again. If you guys want to see that, if you're not looking at that video, go have a quick look. And just get some stuff a little bit more adjusted real quick. Of course, we have a power steering wheel. Why not? This is a sports car. And let's pop it into drive. So to do that, you have this weird little selector over here, nice trimmed in aluminum, but there is a sea of gloss black on the center console. So as you can see, there's fingerprints all over the place. And to pop it into drive, you just literally slide it back into drive like that. So it's a little bit of a strange motion. Out back, of course, if you want, you can turn on the rear spoiler, but that will come up at speed as well. But yeah, J1 platform. This is my first drive in the J1 architecture car. So let's just go around this parking lot real quick and check it out. Now, of course, in the e-TRON GT, let's see the speed. Oh my gosh. Really quick acceleration. This isn't even in the RS version. It can have up to 526 horsepower. Of course, in the e-TRON GT. Check out the turn signal sound. Really nice stuff over there. Make sure there's no one around. Now we are on like the most aggressive setting, but as it is an Audi product, the steering's very light actually. Nothing too crazy going on there with the steering. And the car is really low, really sporty, and really aggressive and low to the ground, which is nice. I do love this steering wheel. It has this nice flat bottom design, nice alcantara kind of feel going around it, which is really cool. I do like that a lot. And the general layout of the interior is super nice. I think it's really sporty, of course, but also really nice and driver-centric. So you can kind of nice access to displays. Everything's angled towards the driver, which I think is super cool. Again, the steering's really light around the parking lot, which is cool. I do think there's a rear wheel steering on offer for these. Of course, it has air suspension as well, so you can lower and raise the car. Now, these paddle shifters, of course, are for regenerative braking, I'm pretty sure, so you can increase the regen braking with the paddles, because there is no gearbox, of course, so you're not going to be doing gear changes with these paddle shifters. So that's definitely not what they're there for. But this is definitely a higher performing car. I just drove a Model 3. Of course, this isn't complete with a Model 3, but way more of a higher performing vehicle than a Model 3 or any kind of like Tesla. This is a performance oriented platform, and that's what it's meant for. That's what Audi and Porsche really designed it for it to be. Just throwing it around this parking lot real quick. Now, it doesn't have the best range, of course. That gets around 240-ish miles. This one has like, I think 123 on it right now. But those are conservative EPA numbers. I think you might be able to get like 280, maybe 290 out of it if you really, really push hard. So you are able to get a decent amount of range, which is fine. And of course, it has super, super fast charging with that DC fast charging, which is super nice. But yeah, this is definitely a connected car. The steering, you do have a little bit of feedback going on in there, a little bit, just a little bit of feedback, of course. If you open up the windows, of course, there's no real sound. You do have a little bit of an electric motor whir going on there. Kind of hear that whir going around at low speeds. But again, nothing too crazy, of course, as it is just an electric vehicle and not a gas vehicle at all. So you're not going to really hear any gas engine sounds. Of course, we have automatic up and down windows on the sides, so you're not going to really have any problems with that. And this carbon fiber interior is just absolutely beautiful, bathing me in here, which I think is really nice. You can kind of hear, if I be really quiet, if you can hear the whir of the EV motors in there, which is awesome. Really cool stuff. I'm being super quiet so you can kind of hear it and raise that up. I do want to show you guys real quick the rear spoiler, and to put that up, if you want to, you can go into your infotainment system, swipe it, and you can pop this button to turn on up and down the spoiler. And of course, it will go up and go down at speed and whatnot as well. There are a few other vehicle settings you can kind of change in the infotainment system. There's your Audi Drive select modes, where I showed you here, and here you can kind of look at the air suspension features. You can raise and lower the air suspension. I think it's a 3-chamber air suspension system. And like I said before, I think this one might have the rear wheel steering. Let's check the Monroney real quick. I'm gonna see if we do have that option. Do we have rear wheel steering? I might cut out to see if we can find it. Yes, we do. We do have rear wheel steering in this one. So, of course, that will kind of tilt the rear wheels at different speeds, of course. So, that's really cool as well. Let me go show you this rear spoiler real quick because it looks super, super cool. Is it up? It is up right now. Here's the rear spoiler right here. I think it makes the car look super nice. Of course, it's going to go up and down at speed, so it'll kind of get a little bit of downforce or whatnot, and it'll help reduce drag when it is flat on the ground as well. So, that's really nice. Up and back on the interior. This car is super, super nice, super comfortable, and really, really aggressive as well. And like I said, this one can have up to around 526 horsepower at certain times. I think around normally makes around 460 or something like that. But there is like an overboost kind of function on the EV motors as well. So you kind of get like a little bit of a performance boost going up there. If you kind of, I'll be quiet, you kind of hear the whir of the EV motor. That's so cool. I love that sound. Like I said, really, really good steering. Not a lot of feel, but it is good steering. And if you kind of see the performance right here, I don't think this one has a launch control, to be exact. Yeah, it doesn't have a launch control, but if you do launch, you kind of feel that gearbox prepping up to kind of get you off the line real quick. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're in a parking lot, so we're not going to go super fast, but that was just up to 40 miles an hour, and it's really pretty crazy. But we're going to end this, of course, video here. I think someone's coming out to go check out this car right now. So I just want to give you guys a quick little impression of how everything works and whatnot. And they're going to pop it back in there to give it some other cool people a look, some potential buyers as well. Thank you guys for joining me on this video, the special experience checking out the Audi e-TRON GT. I had a great, great fun time checking out this car today. And I hope we can get to check out some more stuff from Audi of Hawthorne as well. They have an amazing dealership, as you can see right here. And if you guys, like I said earlier, this is a different video, you can go check them out. And you're from the tri-state, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey region. And just to pop it back into park, you press the park button. A little bit weird, kind of easy to get used to stuff at the same time. But yeah, this one has 22 miles on it right now. Oh boy, it's a little bit low, but yeah. Just a quick experience of the Audi e-TRON GT. And to power off this beast, you just tap this start stop button right here. Nice red lined accent stuff going on there. It's kind of like at the heart of the vehicle a little bit, as it doesn't really have an engine, so you gotta have a little bit of interaction going on there. But again, thank you guys for this quick tour and a little checking out of the e-TRON GT. And like I said before, stay tuned for a lot more stuff coming soon from Allcarnews.